Cullen with the set, goes cross side. Sarah Franklin again gets her second kill. Rollins gathers. Shaftmaster, here's Stephanie Samity, hard swing. That one's picked up again, over to Sarah Franklin, and she's on fire right now on that left side. Shaftmaster again. Over to Cullen, here's Sarah Franklin in the middle, and Sarah Franklin again with another kill, that's her fifth. Here comes Michigan State, Sarah Franklin with a nice kill.
Hit the deck, no problem there, and got right back up. Good serve by Edmonds, the designated server of sorts. Long dot, cross court, Franklin is there to back it up. Cullen with the set. And Moore keeps it alive for Ohio State from out of play. Edmonds with the dig for Michigan State. And on the tapper, great job reading the zone by Sarah Franklin.
What I love that Franklin does is she bangs and bangs and bangs the ball, catches you on your heels, and then just changes it up. Keep pushing forward in that position, so see what team takes off mentally.
Bondren with the serve for Ohio State, and Franklin goes down the line. A big kill out of the timeout for Michigan State.
Here's the libero Cox back at the line. Alford for Pritchard into the block. The front line for Michigan State has been fantastic today.
And so they have to keep working that.
It's definitely been the duo of Gardner and Pritchard so far for the Terps. Adam Hughes would like to get the rest of his offense involved more. Here's Pritchard. Cox is able to collect it though. Cullen for Kronowski goes off speed, and Alford did well to step up. Now Bergio, back bump set for Pritchard, right into the block. Nia Gross once again in the Michigan State bench as Cox goes back to the line.
Well done by Gross.
Lineage, her mother Pecco won NAIA and AIAW championships at the University of Hawaii in Hilo. And here's Cullen setting it up for Franklin. Point for the Spartans once again.
What Erica Pritchard has put together in the early goings of this season is Bergio serves it. Returned by the Spartans, and Franklin's going to pick up her first kill today. We were just talking about what Sarah Franklin can do.
They're going to be ready for that shoot C.
Rath on the serve. Sarah Franklin with a thunderous kill. And Michigan State knots this one up and out of timeouts. So it's all volleyball here. Rubino. Right there by Sarah Franklin.
One set that just works so beautifully, and then Sarah Franklin just comes up into the front row.
Here is Nicole Alford. Celia Collins going to get it over toward Cabin Kelly. Rebecca Rath trying a light one, and now Pritchard, a nice play to keep that one alive. Bergio is going to bump it over the net. Cabin Kelly delivering a big spike. To Marilyn Sy it goes. Erica Pritchard over to the other side. Now Cox setting it up for Franklin, who gets the kill. And Michigan State wins that big volley. Around it goes. Nicole Alford for Jada Gardner, and blocked by Sarah Franklin and Michigan State.
Coming off their first weekend of games, they dropped 2 4-setters to Purdue. Celia Cullen gets us underway, and we're off. Paige Jones swings and gets stuffed. Anyone else on her team, 84 kills through 6 games. Serving is where she hasn't been great, and that has changed tonight. There's a service ace for her, her 4th of the year. Of the second set, Celia Cullen will be serving. Dowd gives it to Baer. Cullen goes back door. Sarah Franklin. Dug out by Paige Jones, who will come forward. Gibbs, Cullen, Kronowski tries to throw it home. Free ball to Michigan State. Cullen will try again. Franklin throws down the hammer. Point to Michigan State. Johnson goes far side to Merzick. The Heat taking off it at the net. Kabengele, little dink over, but Beals is there. Jones from the back row, and the block goes, the dig all the way just inside that back line from Franklin. It was the veteran Rebecca Poljan who threw it right. Western, gonna get it back across. Edmonds to Franklin, throws it down as she did so many times in her shortened season last year. 4 service aces for Michigan State already tonight. Only about just a little less than halfway into the second set. Case on this near side to Wilcoxon. Edmonds goes far side. Franklin throws it down. Gets the point for Michigan State.
Kind of what we saw in the last set, but now they just sort of start to pull away. Or can Western Michigan hang?
Franklin with the first touch. Franklin, and Sarah Franklin says, good morning, Jenison Fieldhouse. Sarah Franklin, I think Spartan fans have missed you. Well, let's say they haven't really seen you a lot. Monks, Franklin, Kabengele, Edmonds, and Max Brown on the court. Near side, big swing, big kill.
And also for us up here.
Again, the 9th highest average attended venue is Jenison Fieldhouse. Maybe that's part of the reason why, Sarah Franklin.
And often in this first set.
Again, up, down the middle. When you go down the middle, you have so many options. One touch will get it back to Oakland side. Edmonds, the beautiful dig from the back line, and there's Sarah Franklin's specialty.
That all started with Edmonds' beautiful dig, like you said.
Averaging 4.69 digs per set so far this season. From the back line, Sarah Franklin.
She's so good. It's just like a power hitter in baseball.
Both coaches have talked a lot about their middles, and that being the strength of their team, those middle blockers. Very physical, which you're going to get with any Big Ten volleyball team, but Michigan State, especially their best years under Kathy George, been a physical team. You see it again there. Struggling to build momentum. Colheed the serve. Over the middle to Franklin. How do you stop that?
Right there, the Hoosiers have had no chance of bringing that.
Armstrong, serve for IU. Fed over to Franklin again, dug out by the Canadian Armstrong. Saris rejected. Just the combination of talented experience in Gross, the 4-year starter, and the young redshirt freshman.
Floats it over, Vanderwide, diving play, Ortega, outside to Hansen. Good dig by Cullen. Edmonds gets it, they'll put it back over. Slagle, Ortega, outside to Hansen again. She's blocked. Hawks can't cover. Michigan State by 2, 21-19. Mari hops, fires. Edmonds, bad pass. Well, Cullen gets a good play on it. And it is hammered down by Franklin on the middle attack. That brings Franklin to the front. Hansen, Ortega off the block. Jones gets blocked.
Bianca Kabengele, the junior from Burlington, Ontario, with the serve for Michigan State. Spartans did close out the first set strong and are looking to carry that momentum over into the second set. Hames sets Krause, who's blocked, and it's a 2-0 start for the Spartans on the road.
Hands across the net, loaded up and ready for Krause.
against the net. And Grace Danziger and Nia Gross yet again. It's a short tip there. Kept alive by Michigan State. Was getting precarious there for a second. This one's lasted quite a while. Michigan State in the end. What a rally. Big block by Michigan State to tie it up at last at 22. A well-placed kill by Sarah Franklin. Just inside by Sarah Franklin.
Breakout season in the spring, her freshman campaign, but she broke her hand, and between that and the COVID season, fell off the radar a little bit, but she's having a great year in her first full season.
This one served over by Sam Sire for Maryland, and a nice little kill right there from Sarah Franklin, a sophomore. The young gun stepping up here for Michigan State. First set's always a big one. You got to get up early. Sarah Franklin spikes that one into the floor. It extends the lead out to 2 once again, making it 12-10. Spartans lead. 5 points away from taking the first set. And they will serve this one over here. This kill attempt by Maryland blocked by Michigan State. Another kill attempt blocked, and that one is Nia Gross and Sarah Franklin.
Your side of the net, that's going to be important for Purdue as well.
Cleveland, a 6 rotation player. You saw her well-rounded stat line from the win on Sunday against Penn State. A point for Michigan State there, and the Spartans grab the lead again. It's 10-9.
Over and over again, she gets a ton of swings, but now she changes it up just a little bit. They're back.
Here's Jenna Otek, reigning Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year. Cecily Max Brown, the Oregon State transfer, is turned away, and Bishop goes right back to her. Bush, Newton, Cabangeli on the dig. Franklin from deep puts it down. Michigan State up 11-10.
Knowing that Cabangeli is down and not an option anymore, you watch the set.
And freshman Milan Gomillion back to serve. She wears the libero jersey, the freshman. Sent in. Cullen up and sent down. Put it in the ground. Nia Gross makes it a 1-point game. Cabangeli once more. Sire the initial touch. Dowler push onto the left. Neshaporica down. Going to be a free ball attempt. Jones misjudges. Ricks up and Neshaporica sent back. How about one more? Sire and Neshaporica, one more free ball attempt. Almost fell. Cullen up. Franklin down. Put it in the ground. Sarah Franklin.
The support of this Spartans team is their defense.
Defensive team are the Terps as well. Operating all on offense today, though. As Cabangeli sends it deep, Gomillion the initial hit. Sent down and back by Jones. Get it out! Franklin now back to serve, score level at 26. Up and down from Franklin. That lands in and they left it. And it is now 27-26 to Sparty.
Now to serve. Franklin pops it away, saved by Johnson. Here's going to be a free volley over from Franklin. Hawkeyes on the move, far side, popped up by Michigan State from the back line. Franklin with the swing, and she'll take the kill. Just looks like right now Michigan. So after the point, Iowa had to serve. Near side, Franklin with the power, still saved by Vanderwaal.
3 straight losses since their biggest win of the season Against number 7 Purdue. There's Belico, went for the dump set kill. Snuffed out by Julia Bishop. And there's Franklin on the board. The way these two teams have played each other the last 2 years and how they match up on paper, this is a match that very well could go 5 sets tonight. Franklin. The power on display from Sarah Franklin. And Michigan State, Kathy George going with big length at the front. You can see it, Johnson, Franklin, and Monks. And they've got another block, and that is what they needed. You put 3 6'4" bodies across the front.
21 service aces coming into tonight. It's cupped up by the Spartans. Here's Cabangeli from the left side, and Holland is there with the dig. It's over to Rollins, left side, blocked but covered by the Nittany Lions. Stark with the pass over back to Rollins, going cross court again. Denzinger with the dig, but it ricochets back off her arms and out of play. Molly Johnson again out of the right corner, puts it down the middle. Rollins on the receive. A back set now to Parker, gets it blocked at the net. Stuffed by Gross and Franklin, and the lead is down to 1.
There's the serve from Holland, low but kept up in the air. Franklin hits it across Hampton. Some light taps. And kept on the other side of the net. 25-21.
Give your team some momentum going into the second. Hilly will just send it over. Set it up. And there you see coming away with a kill. And Wisconsin will get it back. A powerful kill there from Sarah Franklin for Orzol. Franklin met. Now Wisconsin to control it. Hilly, Robinson, and denied. Some key plays when the Spartans have needed them. Ace for the Spartans as
I mean, you just have to stay level-headed right now and know that you came in with a game plan, and you just got to stick to that.
Game plan indeed. There's Franklin and Nia Gross. Cabangeli. Quick set, quick kill, saved by Giz. Wow! And then Franklin with the kill. They split that series, only meeting in 2021. Is this one right here? Here we go. Set number 2 underway from historic Jenison Fieldhouse. Big swing by Sarah Franklin. From the back line, Franklin will take the point. Here's Grace Donzinger, 21-15. Michigan State with the lead here in East Lansing. Northwestern trying to get one back. Nia Gross with the initial block. Up front, can't get it over a 3-point Michigan State block credited to Nia Gross. Near side, blocked up by Nia Gross.
This isn't just a great program, it's a national championship program.
I think teams have respected us and fan bases have respected us. The fact that we've made it to the Final Four now 3 years in a row and we were able to get the job done last year.
Serve goes to Gooch Tekin on the right back, who finds Ashburn with a nice high pass. Back row attack, Sarah Franklin just slams it down that Big Ten logo on the left back of High Point.
That's a great weapon with Franklin coming out of the back row, and you've already got 3 hitters in the front who the blockers have to deal with, and then
Wisconsin doubling up the Panthers right now. And it goes to Gooch Tekin on the right back. High pass finds Hamill. Back row tap by Ojo. She soars in, but underneath it, the Panthers. Left side swing, sprawling out with the save is Gooch Tekin. To Franklin, sharp cross court.
Teams they usually play, that's just not something they expect to happen.
Gooch Tekin had the stop, and then Franklin.
It did hit.
A match high 14 digs. She's got 3 aces and 6 assists. Gooch Tekin powers one over left to right. Miggins doesn't move from the middle of the net, sets to the right, but there's the Bucky block of Franklin and Crawford stopping Mink on the outside. Now here's the setter, Russo, back to serve. She has 11 aces so far this season. She's also a lefty at Gooch Tekin, steers it up front to Ashburn, sets for the back row pipe attack, a bomb delivered by Ojo, but it's dug by Miller, and then the right side attack by Northwestern gets denied. That was Randorf.
Yeah, nice back row attack out of the middle back by Ojo. Northwestern dug it well though. They set the back set.
5 of the last 6 for Minnesota. Close in on a first set win, and another sharp one from Sarah Franklin.
Sarah Franklin just banged that ball on the 7-foot line. Hitters around the country can hit. Check out how sharp this swing is. She turns her
with your eyes closed in the dark.
Here's Ashburn out to Franklin. She's blocked, but Orgel covers. Right back to Franklin, and she bangs it down.
Ashburn goes right back to her. You see a really high cover ball from Amelia Orgel. Great job. And Franklin.
See if they creep forward a little bit. And now she goes long and sticks it in there. Oh, the games between the passers and the server. After a Minnesota timeout, it's all Sarah Franklin.
So well between the two Minnesota defenders.
And Franklin joins Landfair with 10 kills in this match. Off the right side, Wennis. Right back to Wennis, and off of Franklin and down for Wisconsin.
As an offensive hitter so that they can pull the blocker and open things up for their pins.
Weatherington denied. Franklin and Crawford on the pin for Wisconsin.
Frank the Tank. Watch how well Sarah Franklin tracked it, gets that inside hand down.
1 point deficit here for the Badgers. Ojo jump floats it back row at Gregus. Here's the setup to the left side. Mosier right there, scooping it up is Ojo to the left side. Franklin soars and slams it cross court.
Her last shot was down the line. This one was sharp cross court, about the 14-foot line. Nobody touched it. That's a tough player to handle when you can have shots.
For the Badgers, one of the best ever at Wisconsin behind the line, has Illinois out of system. Tip into the block by the Illini, denied back to Illinois. Right side, that's Mosier, popping it up, Ashburn. Guchsikin, bump set, right side, Robinson, big swing, stop, covered. Wisconsin again, Hart, little poke. Does it drop inside the 10-foot line? No, it's saved. The shot by Mosier, it's deep. Stop by Ojo, that might have been flying out. Franklin, sharp cross court, got it from the left. What a shot as it just hugs the sideline.
And almost past the sideline for her. And really, the Illini libero, Barnes should have gone. When they got the free ball back, smart set to go back to her again. Ashburn gave her the ball and she crushed it.
Guchsikin with the right to left serve. Here's an off-speed shot by Terry. Popped up on the save by
We were watching film after their Ohio State match. Wait, so who's lining up where? There was so much changing as Sarah Franklin blisters one through the back. She was already committed to Wisconsin. Here's Hamill. Jay Demps. And blocked. There's Crawford up with the net on Alonzo Corsellis. First point for Purdue in the second set. Roll for Robinson. And Eva Hudson. Here's Davin Robinson. Turned away off the block. Franklin back in there, and she shoots it down sharply. For a third consecutive match, stay undefeated in the Big Ten. Off to a 5-0 start. Sarah Franklin down.
These teams both have great defenders, and they do a good job keeping the ball off the floor. So it's about knowing when.
Usually you see one, if not two in her face. When she's got a wide open window to swing,
she
see a lot of balls bouncing like that.
Yes, she is going to not just make it a regular kill, but she is going to put a ton of power.
Kuchkin again. Strong serve that time, Dennis. Ortega off the net to Black, has to kind of roll it over. Dug up by Orzal, goes outside Franklin. Big swing, scores. 6-3 Wisconsin.
That's a great wrist away swing.
So talk about that. Is that Jones goes back to serve. Good flat serve. Orzal off the net. Chase down. Franklin going to get a good swing at it. There's your thumb down again. She pounds it home, 8-6.
Yep. Middle is crucial on that block. We just need to be pressed over a little bit sooner to get at least a hand on it. That left.
Wisconsin able to come away with that.
Nicely dug out by Ashburn, and Wisconsin will try to answer. And there she is, Sarah Franklin on the night, trying to get the best of her former team.
Okay, that's got to feel good.
Swain now to serve it away. And Franklin again terminates that one.
Just tell that it's going to be a great night for her. She's continuing the streak of great play.
Here's MJ Hamill once again for Wisconsin. Met and denied. Franklin only with some breathing room. And the Spartans once again met and denied. Caroline Crawford with the block.
And they've been working well together all night long with the blocks, being able to close it.
And they're going to say that one's in as well.
Boney into the block, and Wisconsin's block is going to benefit. They've got a big one in there right now with Crawford and Schmreck.
Block that one, and that's an area she's really been focused.
Again, the block of the Badgers. There were 2 blocks. And Danielle Hart does such a great job. She does not move until she knows exactly where the ball is going, and that time being patient.
Not many people can hit the 1, 2, 3 tempo ball like Robinson can. Pass is perfect. Options available. The set's a little bit off. Outside. Frank the Tank. We were calling her the other day. Sarah Franklin.
Nebraska with 21 kills, and I can expect that again tonight. Johnson's going to need to find a way to close these seams going forward.
Outside. Franklin changes her speed. That's a nice block by Carter Booth, one-on-one. Look in the lower right corner. There's the shoe. Still managed to set. She's got the shoe. She's trying to put it on. Trying to do it. Here's a rejection. Serve, keeping it on Franklin. It's going to use the middle. Block Wisconsin.
Showing shades of her mother, Julie Marks, who played volleyball at Clemson. And continuing the legacy of volleyball in the family. A great play from her there as well.
Badger block. Schmreck Franklin denying that one. And you'll start to wonder when Coach Steve Aird maybe think about.
Back outside to Franklin. Dunked by Rodriguez. Free ball to the Badgers. That's a go into the middle. Blocked. Franklin pounds it down the line to the corner, and Wisconsin takes set number 1.
Reaches to the inside, nicely executed by the Badgers.
You see the block numbers for the Badgers this year. They are imposing in a lot of ways, especially there. And another shutdown up front.
Years in a Final Four back in the spring of 2021, but can he do it here at Minnesota when that's the expectation?
Up the middle, sent back, point to Wisconsin. That block has been so cohesive. That time Schmreck.
Ashlyn King for the Vols. And Franklin with the kill. Franklin inside the 10-foot line. Another kill for Sarah Franklin. Last season. It's tight, and it's won at the net by Sarah Franklin.
Serve here by Elena Johnson. Middle and Booth again. Can't go to the left side. Dug out in the back row by Orzo. Franklin delivers off the block.
Sarah Franklin is able to tool off of the block and put the ball down in that block for the middle blocker to come over and find her.
Easy pickings for Franklin.
This is one thing that Tarita Stubbs was talking about.
Hounds it deep. To the rafters it goes. That one, a mistake. But they cover it with a block. Franklin was there. Wasn't clean on the offensive side.
There's the top spin serve from Hayworth. Franklin tipped up the net. Trying to go across court, but blocked by Cece Crawford.
That set did fall a little inside. It looked like she didn't have too much to work with there. For Wisconsin jumped with her, just out by Ramelsburg.
Kushtekin. Trouble on the Indiana side. Free play for the Badgers. Franklin finds the back court and a kill for Sarah Franklin. Hayworth set. Ramelsburg met by Carter Booth.
The right front to hit that slide. It's difficult to time it right and give herself all the momentum possible.
Hamill, the three-point advantage. Alonso Corsellis. There's Geddes, Crawford, and Franklin with the block.
Kill number 1 for the Big Ten's kill leader in terms of kills per set. Raina Terry coming in with 267 total, as well as 4.6 kills per set to this match. Those also ranked 9th and 10th responsibly.
Dierstad back now for the Scarlet Knights. Left side, Gustekin, Ashburn set for Franklin. A kill for Franklin.
They're successful. They got their hands across the net and blocked that ball straight down.
It tied it up, and the fieldhouse gets loud as it's 10 apiece. Smrek makes Dierstad send that up into the air. And a free one here for Wisconsin. Franklin now on the attack, gets the Badgers back up by 1.
Guchkin with another serve. Sire kept alive by Orzol. Now the roll shot from Franklin. Finds some space. The freshman gets the serve. Ashburn for Franklin through hands, kept alive by Maryland. Guchkin to Ashburn. Franklin again. Roll shot. Can't get much easier than that one. Dowler out of the back row was Schnitta, but blocked, sent back by Sarah Franklin.
That front row setter in this rotation, Coach Hughes has subbed in Schnitta to sort of get some sort of back row action here.
That's a big swing by Franklin. It was behind her, but found a way to get to it.
Is someone they rely on in these moments. She's taking the big swings at the big times, even with 2 big blockers in front of her.
Franklin again got on top of that one, says yeah. But 280 around the top of the bowl. And oh, by the way, it's going to be a hot ticket as well when they play in Wisconsin. Those tickets are already $250 GA to get in.
Robbing us.
Devin Robinson, block touch there by Batenhorst. The tip thrown right back. Crawford just stares down Beeson after throwing it down.
Some of these blocks go up and over it. They know it's going to be a tall block in front of them. Send this ball just a little bit high.
Atmosphere pretty much says it all. Cece Crawford. She got to show her team around her hometown in Turkey this summer. Said it was one of the best moments. Family loved it. Orjo with the dig. Franklin out of system, no problem. Dug out by Shaftmaster. And a rocket of a swing from Krall. McKenna Wilker playing on the right side right now, and Carter Booth goes big. What a dig from Ojal. On the coverage, Schaffmaster looking for the opening. Crawl throws in the tip. No problem for Wisconsin. Devin Robinson, big on the outside, dug out by Schaffmaster again. Here's Wilker. Stuffed in the arms of Carter Booth.
And not even have to worry about it.
Ojal with the serve. Wilker handles it. Perfect pass in system, but that ball denied by the block.
Missed 3 matches with a shoulder. It was their 4th match back. Chacoin, Gutschtikin there. And Franklin cross court, dug by Skimmerhorn. Hudson out of system. Franklin across the double block.
Pretty far outside, taking away Sarah Franklin's line shot. But this cross-court shot is her power angle. She's able to turn that thumb down and rip this ball.
You'd rather her beat you line?
Rather, yeah. Force her to swing line. If she scores there, okay, maybe you adjust. But way too much cross to give her.
Robinson a second time. And Anderson couldn't put it away. Hands there for Booth. Nearly an overpass kill for Colvin. It was Hornung that stepped in front. And Gutschtikin keeps it alive. 2 strappy defenses going at it. And Franklin ends that point for Wisconsin.
Up at the net, and then it's the backcourt. Gulje Gutschtikin getting this ball up, eventually resulting in the Wisconsin transition point.
Second on the team with 6 kills for Wisconsin, Anna Smrek. Grace Heaney blocked by Franklin.
Side, so she has to take away that line shot because Heaney has the ability to rip right down it. Good adjustment.
The best string of 15-plus kill matches in her career. And a block for Franklin.
Wisconsin, 4 blocks compared to 0 for the Illini, and add an ace for Sarah Franklin, who's become...
Wisconsin a couple weeks ago, they fell in straight sets, hit just 29%. Wisconsin over 300, so that's the whole story. Good dig from Gunter. Schnitta blocked down. Carter Booth.
That second foot for that out of system set.
Wisconsin in system. Franklin from the middle. And she finds that back line in play. Thomasai Laura. Free ball at the front. She's right there for it. Good job by Maryland to keep it in. Free ball. Morrissey can't get it. In system. Morrissey has to send it over. Near pass for Franklin. Schnitta, a big swing. Thomasai Laura sends it, a big rally. Brewing here. Morrissey sent back. CC Crawford, second on this team in blocks as set number 1. Domination here in set number 2.
Again, Wisconsin just has a...
Sold out its football stadium. 90,000 people, the largest attendance at a women's sporting event. And Wisconsin will get the point right there, 8-1.
Gutschtikin serving off the tape. So the overpass there, the first contact for Villanova, and Franklin capitalizing. Pedraza had to hustle over and play the bump. Merzik flying from the back row. Grimes the dig. Again, Merzik, the option from the back row. And now hustling back for first contact. Weatherington cross court, CC Crawford.
Pancake. They're able to rely again on that defense and this big block for the point.
Been a little bit more to relieve some of that pressure off that left side pin. Right now, they're doing pretty well with Franklin scoring.
Colvin, what an athletic move. Gets it over. Anderson to Chacoin. A blast, but picked up by the Badgers. And then it is Franklin putting it away.
Gigi back there doing her thing, making sure her platform is down.
I'm putting myself in their shoes.
That's right.
Skipper Horn off the tape. And Sarah Franklin, how did she see that spot? It starts with Big Ten Tailgate live from Columbus tomorrow only on the Big Ten Network and the Fox Sports app. What a block by Crawford. She read that so well.
She stood there and put her arms up, and I think Chloe was just trying to power your way through.
Uchtekin to serve for Wisconsin. Badgers organize. Franklin can only push it across, though. Now Indiana. Oh, man. Talk about defense there, huh?
You cannot be intimidated, and you cannot continue to hit into that block. You have to find a way to roll over it or go.
Franklin. And Franklin takes out the trash. Wow! Big block. Crawford in the middle.
She adjusted her block right at the last second, getting in front of Alex, so she knew.
It's her 22nd start now as the libero this year. She's had 6 starts as an outside hitter, which is her regular position, but forced into that libero duties. Hamill sets in the middle. Moravec to the back row. Kept alive. Franklin will play it over. Free ball for the Hawkeyes. Ortega goes back set to Buettner. Cross-court attempt. Here's Smrek over the block. Buettner there. Buettner down the middle. And to the floor went Ojal. Long rally for this point here. Moravec with the approach. Franklin, cross-court.
Long rally. Franklin transitioning to the outside, seeing the block going right outside of it.
Double-double last night. 13 assists, 10 digs against Northwestern. Hamill setting Franklin, and that hits the line and in. Franklin.
Great set by Ashburn to get it out to Franklin. Look how sharp it creates the ace.
Her second ace this season. And only the 12th appearance she's made in her Wisconsin career as we get the block from Booth and Franklin.
Path to the number 7 overall seed. No panic, though, on the way to back-to-back titles. Wendell long string for Wennis. Dug out by Damrow. One of the 2 liberos that Sheffield's using. And there's Sarah Franklin to end the Texas run. That was a flex by you, by the way.
No.
Her head coach tells her, don't text people back.
She's a good friend. Watch the movement on this serve.
Ooh, that is dizzying. Trying to pass that serve. Stanford trying to keep her back there. Burbringer for Franklin. Will not allow that to happen. This is the strong serve of Kurt. Not quite as hot and heavy as it was in the first set. She went on a service run. And the block for Crawford and Franklin. There's Franklin. Smart shot, splits the back row.
Right there, you need a side out, a good in-system pass. Anderson pushes this ball out to Franklin.
Coming off a season low in usage a week ago against Marquette. That paired with a week off.
Just muscles her out to get the point.
So a flex on him point for Marquette for Wrightsma. And they're within 2. Wisconsin has led throughout this set after Marquette won by 3 in set 1. Franklin back row with some thunder.
They're struggling in that rotation a little bit. Carly Anderson, who do you go to? Sarah Franklin.
So she didn't get the spring with the team or the summer really that much either. And Butler is stuffed. How about Sarah Franklin getting involved on the defensive side of things?
Versatile is the perfect word to describe Sarah Franklin, showing there with a huge block there.
There's the serving sub, Bates. Also happens to be wearing the libero jersey for Troy. Good serve there. Quick set the middle, but Crawford one-arms it up in the air. Still alive on the Badgers side. Butler sent back, and the chicken wing, not enough there.
Her senior year of high school to here, and just being a versatile player on this team. A lot of switch-ups this year for the Badger offense, but she's proving herself in that libero position.
Back row swing for Orgel. Butler, it's rejected. Robinson and Franklin getting in on the fun.
Take over in all of college sports, but then having to set someone who's 6'9" for the first time in their life.
And one of the biggest adjustments for setters is also trying to find ways to change that tempo for whoever's in the front court.
Excellent work at the net again by the Badgers, controlling the physicality. Franklin with a strong swing, but tracked down by Underwood. Franklin again, and it's not there. Marquette did not play, but then returned in their most recent match against Troy. A quick one in 3 sets last night.
And the offense looked good, team hitting over 400.
Lednicki lets it go. Stepping in is Franklin, and that is unstoppable.
Blockers in front of her. She's still able to go up and over them. Look how high she gets going up against one of the better blockers in the country.
Set point for A&M. Franklin had to weave every which way to chase that down. The block and the roar by Sarah Franklin and the Badgers. Franklin, heavy arms, big moments. Humphrey getting the swing, and the overpass that lands.
To keep this ball off the floor, not expecting that ball to go down. That's what defense does. It creates opportunities, and then sometimes...
Again, going right into the arms of 6'6" at the net. Great dig by Franklin. Manning goes cross court. Helmuth just gets it over. To the back row, a blast by Sarah Franklin.
Gujikin nailing this dig. Berberg in a perfect spot.
Schaffmaster places it well for Acevedo. To the back row, Orgel, and then dug by Palabia. Verbringer again goes to Franklin, and she hammers it down.
Put some side spin on it and cut it in front of the 10-foot line.
Verbringer dumps it in, but right there is Schaffmaster. And Franklin cleans it all up, giving her team a point within one now.
Attack at this ball. That meant that the middle was jumping right with the setter. Really smart decision. Back right here, looking like she's going to take another approach, holds the middle, sends it out.
And a free ball for Minnesota. The slide once more, sent back, and it lands. Devin Robinson with the emphatic denial.
The Wildcats send Hassan back to the line.
She's got a nasty knuckle serve, Bouze Hassan.
Uses it. Schumacher had it covered. Franklin, what a dummy by Booth. And it was too easy for Sarah Franklin. We talked to associate head coach Gary White in the week leading up about how different this Northwestern rotation is than it was last year. As Smrek rises and fires one in.
This is Crawford off the tape. Schneider rejected. The first block of the match belongs to CC Crawford, who's pumped up for the Badgers. Made it one time around here. Charlie Verbringer, the server for Wisconsin, the reigning Big Ten Freshman of the Week. Schneider is rejected again. Carter Booth and Summers and Hill. Verbringer. Franklin back row. Good swing there by Sarah Franklin.
There, her athleticism as she goes up and comes over and smacks that ball.
Ripper down the line. That's a good pass. A rejection by the Badger block. Franklin and Crawford.
Yeah, great anticipation there by the Badgers. Sarah Franklin and CC Crawford going up on that block and putting it down right in the W.
Charlie Furbringer on a 5-0 run right now for the Badgers. What a good serve. Good set there by Russo and Randorf the tool, but a fantastic dig by Schumacher. Comes a free ball though for Northwestern. Russo, Randorf off speed, and it's rejected by Crawford. It's the second of the night for the Badgers though. Good pass here by Schumacher. Back row Franklin, right on the line.
Coming from the back row, another huge back row swing and another point for the Badgers and another kill for her tonight.
She does, but it's taken instead by Navarrete. On the slide, it was Hill who's rejected by Franklin this time.
And the score in this set is reflecting that. De Los Reyes from the line. Sarah Franklin right out of the timeout gets a kill. De Los Reyes. Sarah Franklin with the kill. Answers back for the Badgers. Right into the gap. Orzel with the serve. The slide blocked by Franklin.
Arm swing. We'll see if the block for Wisconsin takes her cross court, as that seems to be the open area.
Franklin found a seam.
Might have been one of those trackers. I'm not sure.
Oh, Paulette. Huge swing, dug. Boney denied. Franklin with hands up high.
Nice shot to keep the ball in play here, and then there it is, the big block.
Backed by this good home crowd that's led the Hoosiers to 7-1 in Bloomington this year. We're to set number 2, and the big Wisconsin block is up there with Franklin and Crawford. Friday, Saturday matches at home for Nebraska against Illinois and Michigan. So some scoreboard watching for Badger fans. What they hope is a 2-win road trip.
Every night, because that's what you have to do in the postseason.
Indiana trying to come back, at least grab a set, and Franklin keeps the good block night going for the Badgers.
For Wisconsin, Indiana's continuously hitting right into the bottom of the hands, even in one-on.
Murray off the block. Furbringer sets Franklin out of the back row. That's in. Point Wisconsin.
Furbringer did a really nice job getting this ball in a position where Franklin could go up and attack it.
Big night and big weekend in the Crawford household. Cece's brother plays for the Iowa Hawkeyes football team, the Badger football team on the road in Iowa City to take on Iowa tomorrow. Becca Alec on the slide, and the Wisconsin block up to the challenge.
Definitely has been a backbone for this team and such a leader just as a freshman.
Blocked by Robinson.
What do you think is going on in this Iowa Hawkeye huddle that is now going to be a timeout? What do you think Iowa coach not making a lot of action compared to the Badger fans, which the Hawkeyes are doing well this set. They should be celebrating.
Nice dig there by Garcia, who's going to get it back. Franklin from the back row again gets the kill.
5 different digs in a block.
And a big miscommunication there between Marquardt and Urquhart. And here's Furbringer to serve. Kept up. Anna Smrek. Nice dig there. And Garcia just tried to set it over.
Gosnell on to serve, the transfer from Indiana.
Boy, talk about playing with some speed. That was very nicely done.
Setter, Charlie Furbringer, who's a freshman in the middle attackers, has gotten better and better. And I believe after the Nebraska match, they really focused on it. And you can see them use it so much. And it sets up the rest of their offense.
Good back row, quick combination, delivery by Furbringer.
Jay Guchtikin, their number 2 DS, was already planning to sit tonight. Franklin in the middle of the court. How do those missing players impact this matchup? Carly Anderson, the server. High off the block there, kept in play on the Olsen swing. Thumbs down swing by Franklin. Free over for the Badgers. Back row, Orgel. Dewick picks it up. Kiki Horn in transition. Miley Chan had the dig. Here's a chance for Olsen. Chan once again. Franklin tips, setter out of the play. Olsen is roofed. It looked like UCLA was ahead in that point.
But the block work, especially on the left side. Watch Sarah Franklin and Carter Booth seal that ball. Nice press over the net, nowhere for Grace Olsen to go.
Olsen is roofed. Sarah Franklin got out there and set the line nicely.
On the line, but the block for Wisconsin didn't have to move very far on that tight pass. And Sarah Franklin does.
Dodson is roofed.
It's like the equivalent of a jackhammer right in your ear.
Johnny Parker said in her At the Net feature with Big Ten Network that with the silence that you step into the world of someone with hearing loss. So a lesson for these fans, but they were ready to erupt here.
A lot of that for Wisconsin was having a freshman setter coming in. It took time to learn those connections. Then they could focus on defense once conference play started, and they had those connections down.
Franklin has that tapped back, gets another look from Furbringer, and she crushes it.
Right into the block, recycling that, knowing her coverage is there, and she'll get another attempt at this swing. Then with the second one, a much better look. And
Orgel at the service line for the Badgers. Walker directly into that block. This season, going high hands, working with a big block specifically for matchups like this, and she is excelling now with 15 kills.
Right into the block of Sarah Franklin.
Wisconsin's reading that slide attack so well, finding the slide really early on off of a good pass, especially in these 2-hitter rows.
Multi-time Big Ten champions, multi-time Final Four players. And Furbringer handling it admirably in her first year. And back to Selman, the freshman outside for Ohio State. And Franklin adjusted at the end of that approach. And dug by Schumacher. Back in there for the first time in 3 matches. Schumacher bump setting for Franklin into the cross court.
I love how Lois Schumacher just took control of that point. How blessed that we get to see them in a college matchup for the last time.
There's Booth taking a big cut. Selman snuck into the middle of the net. And covered up that swing. Out of the back. Egan is dug by Damrow. Raider flips it over. Furbringer's there. And Franklin again.
Bishop goes behind her head to Preston. Furbringer to Franklin, and she gets another kill. Wisconsin trying to hold off a late charge from Michigan State with Orgel. Fantastic server right there at the line. Anderson, Damrow taking that heat. Anderson just getting it over. They're out of sorts. Here's Franklin putting it down, and set number 1 goes to the Badger. You are the senior leader in Robinson talking to your freshman setter.
But sometimes you want to get that connection down, and maybe you just give them a little bit of a break and say, it doesn't have to be perfect, I'll still find something to do with it.
Back row, Stanishevska, the denial by the Wisconsin block once more.